You know, I like to think of myself as a good sports predictor, but if this past weekend was any indication, I have a lot of work to do. One by one on Saturday, I watched my top picks get decimated, and I felt smaller and smaller until finally Oklahoma beat me to a pulp. I mean, how do you get back to back turnovers and then turn the ball over the next play immediately? This offense was disgusting, and I actually turned off the game in the second half and watched QVC. I watched QVC on Saturday night because whatever product ABC was putting out put me nearly to my deathbed, but it's okay. There are some positive things that happened yesterday. For one, I picked the Penn State game perfectly, 56-0. I picked the Ohio State winning margin perfectly over Marshall, and I picked the Navy upset over Memphis. So I am due some credit, as well as Utah over Oklahoma State and BYU over Kansas State last night. So I guess we'll just call week 4 a wash and move on to week number 5. Looking ahead to the Georgia-Alabama game, this is going to be a great weekend of football, and I'm excited to get back on the winning train. So with that, cue the music.
You are looking live.
Go! Let's go!
The ball is free. It's picked up by Michigan State's Jalen Watts Jackson.
25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and it's going to be an Ohio State touchdown.
Holy shit, I'm gonna come.
All right, week 5 picks is here, and we're starting on Friday night in Miami and Virginia Tech. Cam Ward, the Heisman favorite, throws for 3 touchdowns, and they win 41-16. Going to Saturday, big noon kickoff. Michigan hosting Minnesota, coming off a big win last week. I'll take Michigan 28-6, kind of a low scoring, another boring game on big noon kickoff. Kentucky versus Ole Miss. Jackson Dart also atop of the Heisman board, and they're going to win 38-17 over Kentucky. Oklahoma State, Kansas State, 2 teams who had losses this past week. They're still ranked somehow. I'm taking Oklahoma State on the road. If Bowman plays, I think they win. And we'll see. They benched him last week, I think, but I think he comes back here, redeems himself a little bit, and they win this game in the Big 12. Oklahoma, a miserable, miserable game last night, and you'd be shocked if I picked Oklahoma, right? I'll take them 28-20 on the road. I still believe in their defense. And their offense, they show some signs of life in that last quarter with the new quarterback. I think Auburn is just horrible this year. I'm not picking Auburn, I'm sorry. BYU versus Baylor, this spread is so weird, guys. Anytime BYU is an underdog, I'm taking them. Give me BYU all day, 43-35. Baylor losing on a Hail Mary last night. They're going to be demoralized. Iowa State versus Houston, this game is going to be boring. No one's going to watch it. It's going to be ESPN Plus or Big 12 Network or whatever. I'm taking Iowa State 24-10 and a snooze fest there. The number 1 team in the country, Texas, versus a dumpster fire, Mississippi State. I'll take Texas 48-13 there. Not covering the spread, though. That's a very big spread in the SEC. Texas A&M versus Arkansas, another dumpster fire in Arkansas. Now, some people think they're actually going to be okay this year. I see them getting 5 or 6 wins. They're going to lose this game 18-12 in another low-scoring affair there. USC choking yesterday against Michigan. I picked USC to win that game, and it was exhausting watching that final quarter. Michigan had no yards, and then they go 90 yards in 1 minute and win the game. I'll take USC at home here, 30-17. Miller Moss redeems himself, gets a few touchdown passes here, and they win their first Big Ten game. How about Louisville versus Notre Dame? I don't understand why Notre Dame's favored in this game by 9.5, guys. I'm taking Louisville by 9. I think the spread is honestly on the wrong team here. Notre Dame's got a good ground game, and they have a decent defense. But, guys, Louisville is so good this year. An explosive offense. Take them here at Notre Dame. Take them on the money line. That's ridiculous. Stanford, Clemson. I was a Clemson hater last week, and now I'm a Clemson lover. I believe I'm on the train again. 42-15. Cade Klubnik, watch out for him in the Heisman odds, rising up real quick. Ohio State at Michigan State. Will Howard's my Heisman pick right now. I know it's early in the season. His stats look pretty good so far, and they win this game on the road 34-14, but not covering the spread. That is a pretty big spread on the road against Michigan State this year. Illinois versus Penn State. So Illinois goes into a big environment last week on a Friday night against Nebraska and wins that game outright here. They're big underdogs at Penn State. I'm taking Illinois to win this game outright. I think it's their year. They're going to make the Big Ten championship game against Ohio State, and they're going to lose that game. But They will beat Penn State. Penn State's due for a loss, I feel like, and this is the game right here. They will drop at home. And here it is, the game of the week in college football. Georgia, Alabama. Alabama's had their number a few times over the last couple of years, ending their big winning streak last year. And I think Alabama beat Georgia in the regular season last time they played a few years ago. It's tough because Alabama's looked really explosive on offense. They're at home. It's a Saturday night. But I still have a thing for Georgia, and they're going to win this game. Not covering the spread, though. Bama covers the spread but loses 30-28 down to the last drive probably. Georgia gets a field goal and wins by 2 points. It's going to be a great game there. It's kind of weird not seeing it on CBS. Seeing on ABC is definitely a lot different. The production's not as good by ABC, ESPN. It's just kind of clunky. The audio is weird. The music's weird. They're kind of figuring some things out. But really, I don't believe in ESPN anymore. I think they gave up on production, honestly. They cut the budget cuts and everything. It's just so lazy. I love games on CBS. I love games on NBC. Even Fox is better than ESPN sometimes. And here we go, LSU versus South Alabama. Now, I played against South Alabama last week, and they dominated App State on Thursday night. They have a really good offense. Guys, I'm going to get some heat for this one. South Alabama wins this game outright, 35-31 in Death Valley. I know people think that's crazy. It just seems like one of those games. It's kind of happening in the background on, SEC Network or whatever. And you flip to it, and it's like a 3-point game in the fourth quarter. And USA, South Alabama wins this game, shocking the world. And Brian Kelly's interview is going to be great after this game. He's going to have a meltdown on live TV. Washington State at Boise. What a weird game. You have a Pac-12 team, one of the two Pac-12 teams, undefeated actually, going on the road to a ranked Group of 5 team right now. I see Boise State getting 7 points in this game, or being favored by 7 points, which I don't understand. Washington State is very good this year. They're underrated, and I see them winning this game outright, 36-28. Guys, Boise State, they lost to Oregon. It was a close game, I know. They beat Portland State yesterday. I just don't think they're really that good. Like, they're kind of overrated right now. I'm taking Washington State outright here to win this game and be ranked next week. And, we could see them sneak into the playoff. It'd be funny to see a Pac-12 team in the playoff this year. It would take a miracle. They'd be like 12-0, but we'll see. I'll take an upset pick here on Saturday night. Arizona and Utah. So Cam Rising, will he play? Honestly, at this point, it doesn't matter. I think Utah is good enough without him. They could win this game. And I will take Utah 27-9, that late ESPN window. A very boring game there. But Utah's sneakily a top 10 team, and they're making a playoff case for themselves right now. And then our final game of the week, Oregon traveling on the road to UCLA. Probably the worst Big Ten team, honestly. You could say Northwestern, maybe. Guys, I'm going to take Oregon to win this game, 42-28. Not covering, though. I see UCLA at home getting some points there and covering probably in the second half with a few garbage touchdowns. But that's it for this week. So really the big game is Georgia versus Bama. It's going to be close either way. It comes down to the fourth quarter. We'll see if Georgia can handle the pressure. And so my Heisman favorite right now is Will Howard. And I see him having a big game this week against Michigan State. And there's a case for Jackson Dart. His stats are crazy. And, of course, Cam Ward. I can't hate on Cam Ward. He had a good game last night against South Florida. I just don't see Miami winning more than 9 games this year. I see them dropping a few in the later half of the season. So, guys, we'll see. But anyways, that's it for week number 5. And I will be off next week. I'm traveling for a family event, so I will not be doing a video on next week's picks. So I'm sorry for that. But you can debate me in the comments section about these picks. I know I had a lot of Tennessee fans last week getting on me, and it was embarrassing last night to see Tennessee dominate Oklahoma. But I will take the loss on that one. So guys, thanks for watching. Like and comment the video, whatever. I'll link my Instagram below, and I'll see you guys in the next one, probably in October. So that's it for this video. Have a great week, and good luck in your picks. I will see you guys next time. Bye.